Mercy Me is coming to Pittsburgh, the Together Again tour with Mercy Me, Crowder, and special guest Andrew Ripp, Thursday, October 5th. Bring your family and friends to the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh for Mercy Me, Crowder, and Andrew Ripp live in concert. 3 multiple award-winning artists on one stage for one night. Let your spirit soar, your heart sing, and your faith ignite. Mark your calendars for Thursday, October 5th. Get your tickets now at mercyme.org.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Business Boutique. I'm Christy Wright, and we are continuing this series of 5 ways to be true to you. Today, we are diving into part 4. This one, similar to our last one, is a little bit difficult. Last time we talked about being willing to be humbled. Today, you have to be willing to let go. Let's talk about this. Right now, I'm in this season of purging. With 3 small kids, it feels like every season is a season of purging, because if not, I will actually drown in stuff. Baby clothes and shoes and toys that they've outgrown, that they don't need, that are dirty or ruined or broken or whatever. So I'm constantly going through closets, going through toy bins, going through things, purging to pass them on to Goodwill or donate or throw in the trash if they're just so far gone. But you know what's interesting? When I sit down to do this, I get a little sad. And it's not just with Mary Grace's clothes that these are the last newborn onesies I'll ever have. Probably, hopefully. It's not just that. It's not just the passing on of baby clothes. It's even Conley's sentimental things or Carter's shoes that are being passed down that he's outgrown. Oh my gosh, he's getting so big so fast. And Mary Grace is getting so big so fast. And Conley's getting so big so fast. You feel a little sad that season is over. You feel a little sad that season is ending, even if that season was hard, even if that season represented sleepless nights like the newborn stage does. It's just a little sad that it's over. It's a little sad that it's ending. But you know what? Baby clothes or kids' toys are not the only time we experience this. We experience this often. I don't know if you're like this, but I get really sentimental when something's over. Even if I didn't love that season or that thing, it's something about the endings that just feels hard to let go. Let go of that thing or that stage of life or that relationship or that toy or that job or that client. It's just hard to let go. I remember when I was leaving the YMCA. I worked at the YMCA for 3 years in nonprofit, and I worked so hard, so many hours, to the point that by the time I left, I was so burnt out. I had been working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, every single week for years. This is, by the way, on top of farm life, because I just am crazy and like torture for some reason to do all this at one time. So when this season was ending, when I was leaving a job that my heart had not been in for a while, where I was working every night, every weekend, every week, on the holidays, when that season was ending, I still felt sad. I still felt sad. I was going to a job where I was going to have some form of balance, working 8 to 5 and actually being off at the end of the day and actually being off on the weekends. I was so excited about where I was going, and yet still sad it was over. Still sad to leave behind those relationships and that season of life and everything that it represented. I think life can be like that. Endings can be hard. Endings can be sad. But you know what? Endings make new beginnings possible. Endings make that new thing that God is doing possible. I can't live my current life with my children in my little neighborhood and my little house and all that, and also live on a farm and run horses and work in nonprofit and be the Latin ballroom dance girl and be the soccer girl and I can't do all those things. Leaving behind these phases of life, these stages of life, these different jobs or houses or whatever, made this current one possible. So if you're going to live a life true to you, if you're going to step into this bigger, better, more awesome life that God has for you, you have to be willing to let go of what's behind, to let go of what no longer fits, to let go of what's no longer right for you, to let some things end. You know, we want to hold our lives like this. Like, I've got it. We just hold it with these clenched fists. But God says, no. Hold your life with open hands. Will you let me put things in your hand as I choose to and take things out of your hands as I choose to? Because I love you and I know it's best for you. And I know it's hard when I take something out of your hands. I know it's hard when something ends. But if you would just trust me, if you would just look ahead to what's coming next, to the wonderful thing in front of you, to the wonderful possibilities that this opens up because I've taken that out of your hand, because that thing ended, you would have a whole new perspective. You would have a whole new perspective on where you're going. I've talked about this before, but it really is the difference of living your life looking through the front windshield instead of the rearview mirror. I know so many moms that do this, and I have been guilty of this myself, where they spend their entire parenting years looking in the rearview mirror. That's it. They never look through the front windshield of what's possible today, what's awesome about today. They're always regretting and looking backwards at what was. Oh, I wish they were little again. I wish they were toddlers again. I wish they were in diapers again. I wish they couldn't say that word right. Carter's a great example. Carter's 5 years old and he's going to be in kindergarten next year. And it would be so easy to be so sad he's not little anymore. Oh, I'm so sad about kindergarten. I'm so sad he's growing up. I'm so sad he's going to school. I'm so sad he can do all these things by himself. He doesn't need me. He doesn't want me to hold him anymore. All of which are true, by the way. It would be so easy to look in the rearview mirror of Carter's life and be sad at what was, that is gone, that has ended. And if I live all of my parenting years in Carter's life, looking in the rearview mirror, I will miss every single moment I'm in. I will miss the beauty of kindergarten. I will miss the beauty of that child buttoning a button-up shirt because he knows how. I will miss the beauty of the cute, funny, clever, interesting, awesome things he says and does today because I'm always missing what he used to do and how he used to do it and what he could or couldn't do back then when he was little, when he was a toddler, when he was a baby. You've got to be willing to let some things go. Let some things go out of your hands from your old life, from an old season. I love how Ecclesiastes says, to everything there is a season. Seasons begin and they end. They end. But if all we focus on are the endings, we're going to be sad. We're going to be filled with regret. Oh, it's over. Oh, no. I don't want you to miss the truth of endings. Endings make new beginnings possible. God has something for you, but he cannot put it in your hands until he takes something out. So what does that look like for you? Your journal question for today is to simply write down what God might be saying to you about something ending. What is he saying to you about something that might feel like it's coming to a close in your life? Something you've held like this that he's going, would you just peel away that tight grip you have on that thing, that relationship, that season of life, that job, that area of your business? Would you just open up your hands and trust me that as I take things out of it, I'm doing it because I want to put something new, different, and better in your hands. Endings make new beginnings possible. I love in Isaiah 43 where it says, see, I am doing a new thing. It springs up. Do you not perceive it? I'm doing a new thing. A new thing that's only going to be possible when something in the old life, something you've been used to, something you've not been willing to let go of, you're actually willing to let go of. So the fourth way to be true to you is to be willing to let go. Write down what that means to you. Write down an area of your life where God might be urging you to let go of something. Write that down and then join me on Friday where we will dive into part 5 of Be True to You.
Mercy Me is coming to Pittsburgh, the Together Again tour with Mercy Me, Crowder, and special guest Andrew Rip, Thursday, October 5th. Bring your family and friends to the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh for Mercy Me, Crowder, and Andrew Rip live in concert. 3 multiple award-winning artists on one stage for one night. Let your spirit soar, your heart sing, and your faith ignite. Mark your calendars for Thursday, October 5th. Get your tickets now at mercyme.org.